Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm a wizard. Welcome to my channel. I'm trying to do a card reading. So here we go. I am going to, for the selection, use some cards that I've made. I made them a while ago. And I'm taking them out. It's weird. I don't like to read yet with them because I made them. It's weird. But I want to show them. So these will be the four. No, let's do three. Three choices for you. Three? Nah, let's do four. Four. Three feels weird. Okay. Come on, baby. I'm gonna do two each. So this, and then this. Yeah. Okay. So number one. This card. Danger. It's group number one. Group number two is this one. I don't know if you're gonna fit. Group number three. This card. These cards. Group number four. This one. And fit these. Thank you. Okay, group four is in four. Group four. You're annoying. So can you see these? You can't answer me, so screaming into the void. This is number one, this is number two, this is number three, and this is number four. Choose the card that appeals to you, and then we will get into it. What mystery is happening around you? I'm gonna help you with the weird stuff that is happening or that you're experiencing. Okay, I'm going for the reading. I'm going to use these Sambucus cards, which I'm liking a lot, and you will see in a minute. So here we go. We'll start with group one. I always get confused with this. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. Group one. Hello, how are you? Let me see the card. Okay, so the first card is there is no point to worries. See the first card? There's no point to worries. There. Easy. And then I have this card. It says the Ansible. Ansible. And if I am correct, I think this is a word coined by a science fiction writer a long time ago. And it means a communication or any technology by which you can communicate over very long distances, like say another planet, at the same time. So you would have a FaceTime, or a video chat from somebody like galaxies away, with extreme good quality, or like with no delay, And you've all seen this in every science fiction show. They use this. In Star Trek, they're always talking to their device and having like these really live, immediate conversations. That's an Ansible, the Ansible. But that's just like a term from science fiction, basically. But I like the word Ansible. So, I like the philosophy of it as well. It's the way that we, let's say, communicate with our higher selves on different heavens. The seven heavens, which is really far. But it's what is that word? Not synchronized, but like timed. How do you say that? Without delay, whatever. And there's no point to worry. Ooh, mentally, I got the connection, and then now it's gone. There's no point to worry. I can sort of read answer in here, which means that you don't need to worry. Oh, okay. It's like you don't need to worry about being on time or about being too late or missing a message or something like that. Let's get some cards up in here to see what you mean. Oh, by the way, wanted to nag about is in science fiction, it bothers me. That's, let's say, Star Trek. Like in every episode, they're just talking to other ships in other galaxies and they're home without problems, just like a really good FaceTime. And other episodes, when it's convenient to the plot, they have to send a message and hope it receives them in time. And it will take 100 years to reach them. They really bend the laws of physics to whatever the plot needs, but I don't care. Suspense of disbelief, it's what it's called. Suspense of disbelief. Four of coins, you're worried, you're being like about your money. You feel like oh, I'm almost getting it. I see it in my brain and I can't put it into words. You're worrying about money. You are seeing that there's not enough, right? That's what you're experiencing. Doesn't mean that's true. Doesn't mean that's the reality. No work. No. Your work is giving back. There's a solution in any case. My first thought was your work is paying off, or is going to pay off, or you're getting work, or you have work, or it's already paid off and you don't know it. That's more of the message I got. It's like already there and you don't know it. See, like that's the simultaneous, like that's the timing here. You're in this mode, like all worried and sort of cramped. But that's out of sync with the solution. The solution's here and you're still in the problem mode, if that makes sense. Ten of Swords, upside down. What did I just learn about these? Ten of Swords. Help me, cards. What did I learn about this Ten of Swords? Look at the picture. Yeah, see, okay, look, the right way, you see this woman, right, being stabbed, but what I saw in this way is there's a baby here. Do you see that? It's like a fetus. A fetus or a baby. There is something being born from something that died, or something that you felt was over, or a rebirth. There's life in any case. Like you think I'm also getting this, like again, it's like you're in the sort of wrong frequency, wrong perspective. You are not seeing and it's like you see this, okay? Like how you understand the situation. The right way up would be it's all over. But you see this. You see it not being all over. You feel it. You sense it. But it's very irritating because you do not see where then, like it's like I know that something good is happening, but I can't see it. I know something good is happening, but I can't see it. I have the sun lying open here for myself. Somewhere I read the sun is, here comes the sun, but where did I read it? It was like, somewhere in the kitchen, there's something with, here comes the sun on it. That's why I left the sun card open. So here comes the sun is the message for you. It's all right. It's all right. Shh, don't worry. The answer is here. You're already there. You need to kind of accept my words. You need to accept that feeling, and then this annoying feeling that you have will go away, because you're feeling this. You're like, something's good is happening, but where is it? Where is it? I need it. Like it's suddenly you're all cramped, right? It's like it's there, but you're not seeing it. It's not seeing it. It's like you need to clean your glasses. I need to get new my lenses. God damn it! It's like, I need to. Like they've been ready for a week, and I've been waiting for the money to go get them. You know, because it's not cheap. But these lenses are a bit broken, and it gives me such a headache, and it's making me so tired. So you need new glasses. Apply that to your situation. If you don't wear glasses, that means you need to get rest your eyes. Change the scenery. Go look at something that you normally don't look at. Refreshing your gaze. Spend time with other people. Okay? I feel like you're in this mode, cramped. You want to like be alone, focus on maybe solving it. Look, you know, it's like I need to. You're just in that cramp mode, anyways, and you need to not push people away or not say like, not right now. You need to say, yeah, let's hang, because I have no idea what I'm doing and I can't see it, and I need. You need to refresh your energy. So other people are very welcome right now. Okay, just spend some time, have some fun. One more card, and then we're done. Queen of Cups upside down. What does that mean? I don't know. Look. This is your answer. Look how this fish is just flying in her hand. She's sitting there enjoying her cocktail. And like, okay, wait. And the fish is just jumping in her hand. But right now you're not doing that. You're chasing the fish. And you know how annoying that can be. And this moon with these stars are suggesting to me that it is a mystery. Okay, that's it. Okay, good one. That was it. So I hope this helped. Just relax. If you still feel like, what do I do? Nothing. Have some fun. Do something. Do nothing. Do nothing will help you the most. Do nothing, and if people want to come by, let's let me. Okay. See what happens. But also that, don't go chasing after people, don't go like texting, wanna hang. No. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Okay, group one, repeat after me. I let things come to me. I don't chase things, I let things come to me. Things come to me. Whatever I want comes and finds me. Whatever I want comes to me automatically. You know, like say things like that. Don't chase. Okay, thank you, group one. Okay, group two, quickly before this little candle is done. You chose this card. Okay, now I thought of Squid Games, because they have the triangle, the red, and the square. And then your second card is this. It's actually like this, but I pulled it like this. This is the symbol for antimony, which is sort of a poison. It is a poison. And it is used to strengthen steel. So for me, candle is out. Ooh, the candle just went out. The candle just went out. Wanted to say like that, symbolic for me for anything that makes you stronger. So anything bad that like sort of makes you stronger, or anything that hardens you. You've just been through Squid Games. You've been through tests. You've been through trials and tribulations. Let's say you've been through the equivalent of Squid Games. Okay, like it was rough, it was brutal. Look, and it was a lot. Look at all those, like, it's very busy, this card. It's like, let's see, this was an entire maze. You've been in there, like, you know? It wasn't small, it was something that lasted. But it made you stronger, and most of all, look, it's like you see all this energy or something, and then it's like powered up, and like this, then I see this bow now, you know? You are aiming your bow with an incredible amount of force behind it. And also like this crossing that you went to that hanging on the cross period, you know? People saw you die, and you're making this is your comeback. Ooh, watch that show with Lisa Kudrow, The Comeback. It is genius. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I could watch it all day. No, because sometimes, it makes me cry in the end. It makes me very emotional. Some of these scenes she does, mind blowing. Okay, let's pull some cards. What can I add to that? C, something with a C, like the letter C, A, B, C. Which sort of makes me think like okay, another show that I really think is cool is, and it's like a movie, it's like 3 episodes, Maniac on Netflix, with Emma Stone, and it's about, like, they developed a pill, or they're trying to develop a pill to cure your mental illness, like depression, anxiety, trauma. And like you get these, like, 2 people who get into the trials, and first they take pill A, and then to, like, I don't know, every pill has a function, and first pill A, and then the second episode is pill B, and then the third episode is pill C. And the third episode is the coolest because it becomes all Inception-like. It's like in their dreams where you see them like facing their fears and facing their trauma, and it's but symbolically, or like in these little, you know, you could call it like a huge, very intense hallucination, like, you know, like healing is a hallucination where you face your traumas or your demons head on. But both, you see the extreme. I mean, I can't remember that well. It's really good. So pill C, which again means you're through the hard part, and now you're in this final resolution part. Resolution. You're about to. Oh yeah, and then now I'm thinking of that song. Fucking, I forgot it's gone. You're in the final. Okay, I don't know who sings it. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. I hope you're wearing your best clothes. That, I don't know what it's called. Sign of the times, I think. Harry Styles? That's maybe? This was a lot of fighting. I kind of put it like this. So, fighting's over. You've fought a lot. You've been fighting, and like, not even gonna go into it. It was a lot. It was a lot. But you're out of it. That's the important part. And now you're like in resolve mode. And heartache. Could be saying you are still grieving. Okay, yeah. That's where you're in, and that's why that should align with a lot of the signs and the symbols or the clues that you're getting, or the mystery. It's just all trying to point you on. Maybe that's why. At the same time, while you feel extremely good things are happening and things are improving, you feel a lot of hurt or all things are coming back to you, it's because you are really, like, the rain is here. The rain is pouring on you. You're like expunging it all. You're purging. Yeah. Oh, remember like that whole hallucination thing I said? It's like an ayahuasca trip, you know? It's like where usually when you take ayahuasca, you get the extremes. You see the extreme bad of your problem, or the most extreme, like, you know what I mean? And then the extreme of the good. You see both perspectives in sort of extremis. No, like, okay, when I did it once, right? It was in the beginning of my drug experiments, and what I saw, I had that, like, I had it exactly like that. First, what happened was it felt like I got trapped in, like, everything I was reduced to like the thinnest layer, like in my brain here. It was like I was trapped, and it was like just like cellophane, and I was trapped in that layer or something, and it became extreme, like my thoughts were ramping up. And I was really like, it was very intense. It was like I can't get out, what is this? But it's just this weird feeling of just being only this, like all of me was just in this. And then I remember this, the guide that I had, she came with this crystal, with this tuning fork on my forehead, and she did like, and it was so amazing. Like that level I was in, it cracked. It was like glass, and suddenly she did a thing, and it was like, and it broke. And then I saw this huge elephant coming at me in the jungle, and it was really cool. It went like in flashes. It went like, I saw gray. I saw the jungle with some gray. I saw some bigger gray. Then I saw the half of an elephant and then the entire elephant just running straight at me, like. And then, like, the good I experienced was me being in this, like, it was everything. It was the color I was in, it was the vibe. And it was like I was in sort of a space of it, in this color. And it was like this sort of really soft terracotta orange. Like really pastel-y orange or something. And I just remember feeling this very intensely, this confidence, and I looked at like I was looking at the world, and like I saw my dad, and I think I said it, but it was also the feeling I had. It was the attitude. It was like, what? Like, no, like more confidence than that. It was like, what? And it was pure. It was not me being like cool, like, hey, what? So what? So what? What are you gonna do, huh? No, it was just this. Really, the question, like in my head, is like, what? Like, don't judge me. But most of all, that extreme, I don't care. It's like, what's your problem? You know, very free. It was like I was everything. I was the entire color. I was the entire space. And the other extreme was like me in this thin layer. So just saying, I don't know how we got there, guys. So just gonna keep talking. One more card to close this off. Yeah, it's over. The hard times are over. Ten of Swords is not a bad card. For me, it's always a good card. Always a good card. It means the end of pain. It means the end of suffering. It means the end of fighting. And never confuse it with like the Tower card, because if you got a Tower card, then I would be like, oh no, what is happening? What is happening? I'm nervous. But with the Ten of Swords, no, you have no more reason to be nervous. It's like, calm down, relax. It's done. There's nothing left to do but carry on. And it's something that usually when I pull this card, it's what you feel as well. Like think about like an ex that you always like wanted back, and suddenly you don't care anymore. Like, no, actually I don't care. Like, not that interested anymore. That's 10 of Swords. When you still care about it, that's not 10 of Swords. It's something that you really, like when I would take it away from you, you would be like, ah, better, relieved, right? So that's should be what the signs are trying to tell you. One more card, just for these signs, little synchronicities, what you're getting. Judgment. 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 I kind of don't know what this means. I'm going to show you the card, and I think it should mean something for you and what you're seeing. So maybe you can, you should figure this out. Especially this little temple in the sky, like Olympus or something. Messenger from the gods. This could be Hermes. This is Hermes. Trumpeting. Message from the gods, yeah. And just think like the beginning. You went through Squid Games, and now Judgment is like there. Like your judgment, your score, you're the winner. You're a winner, baby. Check your bank account. I don't know. Group 2. Take time to heal. It's go when you say go. Okay? You're in charge. No more fighting Squid Games. No more like no. You're in charge now. You're free. Nobody is. No more hoops to jump through. You know what I mean? Thank you, Group 2. Have a good day. Hey, Group 3. How are we? Better. You're coming. Okay. I'm back here. I'm back now. Landing. No, so this is the card you pull. And this is your second card. Now, don't we love that contrast? C'est pas plutôt faux ça, hein? Like the idea of it, but actually visually it feels very out of balance. Like this feels way heavier or closer. So if I do this, oh, I can do this to maybe rebalance it, you know what I mean? So that it's more of a balanced idea. You know? I don't know. See, like this, it's better for me, visually. Now it feels over-trumping. Now it's just like, it feels empty here. Here, like, okay, I don't know. But something about like pushing it back and forth, adjusting these dimensions, made sense to me. So, e.g., you're in a situation where something is unbalanced, but you can't add or subtract from each side. Like, the suggestion is, instead of subtracting or like making this more or making this less, you adjust your perspective, or you the positioning of something. No? Okay, so we have two things, out of balance something, and then positioning this. Okay, I just thought of a lever or a lever, you know, when like swing. How does it go again? When you sit close, when you put the person that is here, that is weighing it down, I think if he moves closer, you can adjust the balance. No? Am I totally wrong? I think there's something with where the weight is on the stick that changes it. If there's a physicist out there, please help me. Wow, that's a weird turn. So we're still talking about the mysteries happening to you. This Buddha just turned to me with his eyes closed. I'm sorry, am I being boring? We'll become a much more interesting person now. Whoa. Whoa. The Chariot upside down. I'm getting physical again. Are you feeling too fat or not strong enough? That made sense. Like, let's say this could be physical beauty, or most of all, physical strength, or let's say aptitude. Maybe you're seeing people being like this, like all together and every square filled, and they're thriving, and you see yourself like this, an amoeba, all disassembled, floating through space, like a plastic bag floating through space, like in American Beauty. Dum 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 da dum dum. Yeah, because you just feel like a plastic bag in. Oh my God, that's where we're at. And you're on Instagram and you're seeing other people, and you just like, yeah, you know what I mean? So you don't feel very strong right now. Put that here, that's where it belongs. The Emperor reversed is just same thing. You feel powerless. You don't feel. You see these. I can relate as a man. I see these men, mostly on Instagram. That's where the devil is. Who are maybe physically thriving, or are traveling a lot, or who have like a certain things that I desire, and I feel like I can't even work on it right now, or I'm just stuck in desiring it from afar. You know, it would be better if I just saw like. I have, like, let's say that I already filled in a square here and a square there. Then I would say like, okay, it's coming there. I'm reaching my goals, but no, it's just like floating around, feeling powerless, castrated. La castras. Sorry. And this Queen of Pentacles. That is interesting. That is interesting. Look how she's on this wheel, and it seems to like, it's also implying balance for me. This is sort of like the plot twist here. This is very masculine energy. And you feel like you're missing that, or you feel like you're missing the, like, you know, results, working towards something, becoming stronger, you know? But the answer is not there. The answer is in this female energy. And what I can tell you is that guys who, let's say bodybuilders, you know, who build an incredible physique, they can build that because their foundation is solid, and they usually, what I've noticed, is having a very good maintenance built in. This female energy. You know, a lot of athletes have this too. It means taking care of yourself. Like, let's say you have a company, and that's a good example. You want to have a thriving company, and you want to be in charge. You want to be the big man, but you're feeling like a very small man. With not a lot going for yourself, right? A company needs a good leader, or, you know, like a strong leadership. Could be one or multiple people, you know. It just needs leadership, this masculine energy. But he can only do that when there's this foundation, and that is feminine energy. Maintenance, you know, like if you don't have this person, man or woman, doesn't matter, just this energy of people, making sure that everything is clean, making sure that everybody eats and eats well, that they're well rested, that they drink enough water, that their appearance is like taken care of. There's nurturing there, a lot of nurturing and consistently. So the answer for you is not focusing on the strength, going maybe to the gym, you know, and trying to work out harder. What you need to do right now is work really hard on the maintenance of yourself, the basic stuff, resting enough, drinking enough, cleaning enough, making sure your environment is clean and organized so you can thrive in it. It helps. Doing the little things, going to the hairdresser, clipping your nails, you know, paying the bills, making sure your life is stable and organized, that there is a solid plateau on which you can build. That is what you're being called to do. That is what all the signs are pushing you to. You're very focused on the not having of something, or you're feeling, you know, like powerless in this way, but the power will come. That's what it is. You feel powerless, but if you think, you need to focus then on the things where you do have power, okay? And the things where you do have power is, I can drink a glass of water, I can rest enough, I can clean, you know, I can organize things, I can go for a walk, anything, you know, these are things that you can do, and they matter extremely much, extremely well, extremely a lot. They matter, okay? More than you think, because it's when you work on this stability, this foundation, this self-nurturing, just this nurturing, you know? If you can find a person that does this for you, that's also good. Because this is the problem. You're not giving yourself enough credit, not at all. A lot of these people you see who have accomplished have this going on very well, and usually there's a person behind that, or usually they had very good parents who nurtured them really well, who took care of them, who made sure that they didn't have to deal with stress or with unpaid bills or not eating enough. There's an energy there taking care of them, nurturing, and then it's easy, guys. You will see when you get this right, or when you get this energy, this, like, becoming physically more fit or doing it becomes easy. That's where it has to be. Until it feels easy to do, you're not there yet. And let me tell you, if you just focus on this, like getting more rest, drinking more water, all this basic stuff, just like taking care of yourself in a good way, you are going to see these results already. You will start to see this grit, and then you will start to see how far you are already. I can already also sense that this is one of those cases where you're feeling weak, but this will make you feel strong. And when you're like you know, you're well fed, well rested, and like a bit more organized and a bit more nurturing, you're going to be amazed how good you look. You're going to be amazed at how much progress you make in, I know, your company, your physique, your car, I don't know. It's already there. It's gonna happen automatically without you. You're gonna get stronger without you having to lift weights, because you know, when the foundation is there, you will start to see this appear for yourself. Okay, that was it. Sorry, did you miss it? Go drink water. I'll do the same. Tip from me, I always put, buy some lemons or some limes. I always put a little bit of lemon juice or lime in this. Because vitamin C, and try to drink tap water. Try to drink mineral water. When you drink a lot of tap water, you should definitely put some vitamin C or something in there, something with minerals, because if you're drinking just tap water and it has very few minerals in it, your body doesn't absorb it. Water goes where salt goes. So if you're constantly dehydrated and drinking enough water is not helping, try to eat more salt, you know, or go see a doctor. Because I usually advise people drink more water and try to. when you're drinking water, or when you're, especially like a lot of people think, oh, I have to drink more water, so they just drink half a liter in one go. Which is not bad, like especially in the beginning of the day, that could be healthy, but eat something then. Eat a little bit, so you have the salts, or otherwise it's gonna just flush through you, like do nothing. So, you know, like also that is nurturing, like not just doing the basic stuff, but improving the quality of it, doing it better, becoming, because you could be doing a lot of good basic stuff, but not getting the full benefit because you're you know, like there's something you're missing, or you know, like maybe you're not cooking your vegetables long enough, or you're overcooking them and you're not getting all the nutrients. And when, like, these are little habits or little details that you adjust that maximize your outcome. See? Maximize outcomes. Noise. Thank you, group 3. Wish you well. See, temperance, beautiful. She, the female energy, is pouring out to this man. And when this man has to receive first, so he can be man. He can do man things. You can be a girl and do man things. It's a concept. Masculine energy is a concept. It means you should see it as this. Feminine energy is everything. Everything. But the masculine energy is what makes it move. And then you have, like, that makes time happen. So the female energy without the masculine would just sit there and be everything, but not moving. That's how I always get it. All right, thank you, group 3. Have a nice day. Finally, group 4. To settle the score. This is the card you chose. Wavy. And then I have this card. I will read it now. Oh yeah. You got hit by a poisoned arrow and are now stuck in a parable. You got hit by a poisoned arrow and are now stuck in a parable. The parable of the poisoned arrow. I forgot how it goes. Shit. I think it's something like a story they tell from the Buddha or something. If you get hit by a poisoned arrow, you have to treat the arrow or get the arrow out. You know, that's the first step. Not finding out who shot it and retaliating or getting angry at that. Do you get me? So I think that's the parallel. You get hit by a poisoned arrow, so there's no time to lose. You need to get it out, and you need to anti-poison. So it's no use, or it's a bad judgment call to, when you get hit by one, to then first start looking for who shot me and get your you know, like punish that person or go look for them, or wondering why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me, God? Why am I here with this arrow, poison? Why? No, treat yourself, heal yourself, heal yourself, wizard. I don't know what this means yet. I'm clueless. We have this many time left. So let's go then, you and I. That's a poem, right? Okay, let me do some research here. First, I'm going to verify that I... Maybe look it up yourself, Parable of the Poisoned Arrow. Is a Buddhist parable that illustrates the skeptic and pragmatic themes of Kujamalukya Sutta, or the shorter instructions to Malukya, which is part of the middle-length discourses, or one that doesn't explain anything. Okay, narrative. Malunkyaputta then meets the Gautama Buddha and asks him for the answer to these questions. He says if he fails to respond, Malunkya will renounce his teachings. What? Okay. Gautama Buddha responds by first stating that he never promised to reveal ultimate metaphysical truths, such as those, and then uses the story of a man who has been shot by a poisoned arrow to illustrate that those questions are irrelevant to his teachings. I see. Okay. I'm just going to read it out loud. It's just as if a man were wounded by an arrow thickly smeared with poison. His friends and companions, kinsmen and relatives would provide him with a surgeon, and the man would say, I won't have this arrow removed until I know whether the man who wounded me was a noble warrior, a priest, a merchant, or a worker. He would say, I won't have this arrow removed until I know the given name and clan name of the man who wounded me, until I know whether he was tall, medium, or short, until I know whether he was dark, ruddy brown, or golden colored, until I know his home village, town, or city, until I know whether the bow with which I was wounded was a longbow or a crossbow, until I know whether the bowstring with which I was wounded was fiber, bamboo threads, sinew, hemp, or bark, until I know whether the shaft with which I was wounded was wild or cultivated, until I know whether the feathers of the shaft with which I was wounded were those of a vulture, a stork, a hawk, a peacock, or another bird, until I know whether the shaft with which I was wounded was bound with the sinew of an ox, a water buffalo, a langur, or a monkey. He would, oh, the candle is out by the way. He would say, I won't have this arrow removed until I know whether the shaft with which I was wounded was that of a common arrow, a curved arrow, a barbed, a half-tooth, or an oleander arrow. The man would die, and those things would still remain unknown to him. By the way, if you need like a reading challenge to improve this is a good one. Until I know whether the shaft with which I was wounded, with which. You get the point, right? Okay, and then, what was I gonna look up? I forgot, no. It was something cool, but I forgot. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You need to treat yourself. Like, go to a surgeon. It's a battle scene. This guy is just running. He's just escaping. He's just like getting out, doing what he has to do. He's not staying and asking all these questions. He's not staying, asking all these questions. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? You just go. So I'm thinking maybe like somebody breaks up with you and it hurts you. There's no point in staying there until you have all the answers. Something like that. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look something up. No, I really forgot. I'm sorry. Ask me in the comments if you... Oh, it was a song. Was it? Okay, it's gone. I'm so sorry. Before. See. This is exactly an example. I need to just go move on with this reading. I can sit here, let the camera go on for half an hour while I think of the answer. That's not interesting for you. Not fun for me. And also, I feel like it's blocked right now because there's this pressure. I need to know, and suddenly it's gone. It's like I'm the worst person to go to a quiz. Because they will ask in the quiz, like, what's your name? And I will be like, fuck, I know this one. And I can't find it. Group 4, with that, I bid you adieu. Ooh, the wild sea. Like all these, like you don't know, it's like chaos, but you just need to get the poisoned arrow out. I don't know, the candle's gone, so are we. Bye, Group 4.